הנשמה tihalelya. Halelujah. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halelujah. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja, halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja, halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja, halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja, halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja, halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol הנשמה tihalelya. Halleluja, halleluja. neshama tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol neshama tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol neshama tihalelya. Halleluja, halleluja. Kol neshama tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol neshama tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol neshama tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol neshama tihalelya. Halleluja, halleluja. Kol neshama tihalelya. Hello and welcome to Songs of One Breath. Lovely to be with you today. So I've begun with singing some words from Psalm 150. Kol neshama tihalelya, Halleluja. We could say, every living thing praises God. The breath of every living thing praises God. Hallelujah. Neshama, this breath which expands outwards and travels, leading to cosmic realization in the supreme Shem, or the breath of the One. Kol neshama tihalelya, Halleluja. The breath of every living thing praises God. I'll sing it just one or two more times. Just join me if you feel to, or hum along, but bringing our awareness to our breath, the breath of every living thing, praising God. Kol neshama tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol neshama tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol neshama tihalelya. Halleluja, halleluja. Kol neshama tihalelya. Halleluja. One more time. Kol neshama tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol neshama tihalelya. Halleluja. Kol neshama tihalelya. Halleluja, halleluja. Kol neshama tihalelya. So let's sit with our breath for a few minutes. And see if we can just bring some awareness of our breath as constantly praising the One. Praising God, praising Allah, praising unity. Our breath joining with the breath of every living thing. And each of those breaths constantly praising Hallelujah. So I invite you to stay with your awareness of this breath as I read the poem from Hafiz, which inspired me for today's session. Do you know how beautiful you are? I think not, my dear. For as you talk of God, I see great parades with colourful bands streaming from your mind and heart, carrying wonderful and secret messages to every corner of this world. I see saints bowing in the mountains hundreds of miles away to the wonder of sounds that break into light from your most common words. Speak to me of your mother, your father, your cousins, and your friends. Tell me of the animals and birds you know. Awaken your legion of wings, let them soar wild and free in the sky and begin to sing to God. Let's all begin to sing to God. Do you know how beautiful you are? I think not, my dear. Yet Hafiz could set you upon a stage and worship you forever. So as we watch our breath with this sense of every breath as praising God, I see great parades with colourful bands streaming on your breath, carrying these wonderful secret messages to every corner of the world. And as we bring in our awareness of all that we love, our family, our friends, the animals and birds that we know and love, the places, the practices that we know and love, bringing all of that into this breath of praise. Just watch how that breath shines with light, with colour, with beauty, in praise. Praise of God, praise of Yah, praise of the only being, praise of Allah. And the Sufi master Hazrat Inayat Khan reports that his teacher would say, this breath is the one that counts. This breath. Coming back into this breath. And one of my teachers tells how the 20th century Sufi mystic Pir Moinadjin Jablonski said, I don't care how you pray, I care that you pray. I don't care how you pray, I care that you pray. Every breath of every living thing praises God. So let's bring this breath of praise into another chant. Using first of all words in Aramaic, the language of Yeshua, of Jesus. Abwoon de Bashemaya, Abwoon de Bashemaya. O thou, the breathing life of all, even the darkness shines when we remember. O Creator, Birther, Father, Mother, you who create all that moves in light. Again, this breathing life of all, praising the one being, the creator of all. Abwoon de Bashemaya. And then we'll put with that 4 different names for unity. Allah in Aramaic, Allah in Arabic, Elohim in Hebrew, and Elat, Old Canaanite, one of the oldest names that we know for unity. Allah, Allah, Elohim, Elat. Abwoon de Bashemaya, 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 Abwoon de Bashemaya. And here's the other part, the counter melody, which works alongside that. Allah, Allah, Elohim, Elat. 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 So feel free to choose when you sing which chant to move back and forwards between them. And simple body prayer, which you can do standing or seated. We'll bow. Abwoon de Bash. And then we make a crescent with our hearts to the right. Shemaya. And then bow. Abwoon de Bash. And make a crescent to the left. Shemaya. O thou, the breathing life of all, even the darkness shines when we remember. Abwoon deba shema, Abwoon deba shemaya, 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 Abwoon deba shemaya. Allah Allah Elohim Elad, 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 Allah Allah Elohim Elad. Abwoon deba shemaya, 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 Abwoon deba shemaya. So let's keep awareness in our breath, this breath which is constantly praising, constantly praising. And if you choose, you can start to breathe Abwoon, this name for the Creator, the breathing life of all, singing to God. And I'm going to bring in one of the centering practices of Devi and Shiva that we've been working with over the months. So just keep breathing Abwoon. And we remember Devi says, what is this life beyond form, pervading forms? What is this life beyond form which pervades form? How may we enter it fully, above space and time, above names and descriptions? And Shiva replies, intone a sound audibly, then less and less audibly as feeling deepens into this silent harmony. Intone a sound audibly, then less and less audibly as feeling deepens into this silent harmony. So my invitation to you is to intone a name of God. And we could use Abwoon, it's what we've just been chanting. But if there's another name of God that you would prefer to intone, then just go with that. Allah, Yah, Shiva, any name of God. I don't care how you pray, I care that you pray. And let's intone it out loud. Let's kick off these vibrations of praise. Abwoon, Abwoon, Abwoon. And gradually becoming quieter. Abwoon, Abwoon, Abwoon. And taking it ever quieter into the feeling, into the silent harmony. Abwoon, Abwoon, Abwoon. And continuing to breathe this name, whichever name you chose. Breathing in the silence, the silent harmony of praise, every breath of every living creature, praising God, praising unity, praising the creator and sustainer of all life. And I invite you to imagine, to see, to experience every breath, returning praise. These colourful bands, light, joy, colour on the breath. Every breath returning to the one breath with praise. And let's take this breath into some Zikr. Zikr, remembrance. Nothing else but God. Only God. Every breath comes from God. Every breath returns to God. La ilaha illallahu Muhammadan Rasulallah. La ilaha illallahu, la ilaha illallahu, la ilaha going to stand and share some movements if you want to, or you can just sing and stay with your breath as you choose. So it's a grapevine to the right, stepping right, left in front, stepping right, left behind. I'm going to kind of fiddle it so it stays sort of on the spot. And then we turn for the final phrase and go back the other way. So la, So just for a final few moments together here, returning to this breath. Every breath returning to the one breath, the source of every one of our breaths. Every breath of every living being, praising God. Amen. Thank you for joining me today.